But for Tiger Woods, it's just so weird to see him on, and this is weird. This is That's Incredible, a show with Fran Tarkenton, the great Fran Tarkenton. So he did the show. Tiger Woods is like 5, and he's on his knee. That's Incredible. So it's property of ABC, probably was at Disney, ESPN, all those things. Here is a 5-year-old Tiger Woods.
Eldrick Tiger Woods. And Eldrick is an accomplished golfer. He wins tournaments on a regular basis and has shot close to par on 18-hole courses. Incredibly, Tiger here is only 5 years old.
What?
On the tee, we have the 9 o'clock starting group, the youngest contestant ever. He's 5 years old. Eldrick Tiger Woods.
Weird. What do we make of this now? Do you like that the 5-year-old?
On a golf course, Tiger has the kind of poise and confidence that would be the envy of most golfers 10 times his age.
Weird. That's better than Russell.
His knowledge of the game is truly amazing.
Tiger has a overall concept of strategy right now. I pointed him down the left side of the fairway as an overall concept. Then he implemented that concept repeatedly right down the fairway. And as we approached the hole, which he had never played before, we made slight adjustments.
Okay, so there's the voice of his father, which obviously
Earl,
we know that Earl has been front and center of his. How do we feel about that, by the way? Was it okay the way that he was raised like that? Like Michelle Wee at that age group, having these parents putting them in, well, she'd go in guys tournaments, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then put him in very competitive situations at the earliest of ages. Here's one video that I also think is very telling about what it must have been like to be a young Tiger Eldrick Woods with the father, Earl, constantly, the word I would use is pushing him, trying him. Listen to the question. This is he's now a junior at the junior level, and he's winning everything. The reporter asks a question that is very odd to me because I don't know if I would ask it if I knew the answer, but maybe that's why he did it. And so listen to the question he asked about his dad and listen to the response from still a very young Tiger Woods.
Your dad also says that he's the guy who made you mentally tough. What did he do?
He played gamesmanship with me all the time. Tried to make me mad and see how I would handle it. And if I didn't handle it very good, he'd get even worse with it until I learned how to handle it.
And of course, your father, a former Green Beret. Now here we're watching you. I think this is here's your tee shot off the 5th hole. You got a great swing for a 16-year-old. He said he knew you were an athlete when you were 4 months old because of the way you held a racket. When did you become a golfer? That's your dad there.
Put it to you this way. I can't remember back that far.
But listen to that. My father, with gamesmanship, used to try to get me upset so I would overcome my anger. Because in this day and age, if you were to say that now, so currently, 2018, and Russell is our son. Okay, that all aspects of that got
Yeah,
incredibly
that's
creepy. But
yeah.
hey, 2018.
Sure.
All these things can happen.
We're a sitcom, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, Dave, and a boy. So
ABC's got it.
He's got it. He's our boy. Global's got it. Thursdays at 9. Dad, what's a girl? Shut up.
Russell.
But would you feel uncomfortable if you had people over for dinner and the daughter of someone who plays on Marissa, which is your daughter,
Yep.
the T-ball team? What if you found out that in order to make her a better athlete at an elite level, that father was doing, as she would say, gamesmanship to make me mad on purpose so I could overcome my anger? What's your response to that in 2018?
See, I'm not.
I'll tell you what now, it makes people uncomfortable. You're like Kathy Lee Gifford making Korean kids when they're 4 make shoes.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
You know what? If I'll say this though, first and foremost, it's all about the enjoyment and whether or not she wants to be part of it. and that's first and foremost. But if there's a reaction from her that once or twice a week isn't enough for her, I'm full on board. I'm full on board to make it 4 or 5 times a week. I'm full on board to play a lot more and kind of drive it a little bit more with her. But will I go to the same extent of, like he was talking about, my dad makes me angry to be mentally strong? I don't think that should be taught at that early of an age, because I know later on in your teenage years and in your early 20s, you start to develop, you start to mature as a person, and maybe that's more of a mindset that somebody at that age could grasp more than a 5, 6, 7-year-old. I'm not going to criticize anybody's parenting. Well, publicly I won't anyway. But
that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little bit.
That made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, a little bit. But I'm saying, you know what? If your kid wants to do something more than what he or she is doing right now, go for it. Like Marissa likes baseball.
Because let me tell you something. That reminds me when I hear stories of Todd Marinovich and his dad.
Yeah, it totally does.
Because
and that was read up on that, folks, because he's absolutely right. That's possible glory story turned tragically bad that's now recovering in his 40s and 50s.
Because I'm not so sure Tiger grew up a happy person.
No, I don't think so either. And I think we still see forms of it. And I think that once his dad did pass away, that a lot of this was crumbling and the foundation gave out, and we saw exactly what happened. And now he's still trying to put it back together. He doesn't seem human at times, and he's very mechanical, robot, computerized, whatever you want to call it with Tiger Woods. But I don't know.
What? We just become best friends? Yep.